Warning. The following program contains material which may be offensive to some viewers or may be inappropriate for viewing by children. The living god, Amun-Ra, alone is responsible. Featuring Lord Bacchus as the quantum mechanic, with James Kirk as the professor. Hopefully it's 4 o'clock in the morning, and hopefully you've got as much free time as we do, because it's just about time for the living god Amun-Ra and Lord Bacchus's hour of complete giant truth.
Like meta humor. I mean, we do have time for your theories, don't we?
Not all of them.
Or are you like making a...
This one took me by surprise, because I didn't understand what the fuck I was trying to say. For about a year or so now, I've been babbling to people. Anybody who would say anything about anything, I would just say, well, hasn't it ever occurred to you how strange it is that the sun and the moon are supposed to be completely different objects? The sun is supposed to be a huge ball millions of miles away. The moon is a smaller rock, and it's supposed to be very close by. And then the moon used to be much larger in the sky because it was supposed to be going around the Earth much faster, much closer, and in the future it'll slow down and spiral away from the Earth, and it'll be much smaller in the sky. But right now, when we're all alive to simply look at the fucking sky and see the two together, they're the same size. They're exactly the same size. They're so the same size that during an eclipse you don't see the moon crossing in front of the sun. What you see is the sun being occluded, and you see the corona of the sun. It's just completely overlaid on top of it. So they're exactly the same size. And I asked people, does this not smack of artifice? Not really knowing what the fuck I was even trying to get at. And then I suddenly had this realization a while ago that I had never seen the two of them together in the same sky. I'd never seen the sun and the moon together in the same sky. I've seen the daylit moon in the sky many times in my life. Moon in the day, no problem. But after 34 years, I simply had no memory of the sun and the moon in the sky visible together. And I started asking other people, have you seen this? And most people said no. Some people claimed that they had. I didn't believe them. And so, apparently what I was saying and am saying is that I started to believe that they were the same object. Actually, the same object. That the sun and the moon couldn't be seen in the same sky together, and that's why you don't see it. So I started looking for it. It took 5 days. A lifetime of being fascinated with the sky and watching the sky, not seeing this, concentrating on it, looking for it, took 5 days. In fact, it took only the first clear day, and suddenly there it is, the sun and the moon together in the same goddamn sky. Well, if it's that easy to see, then we're dealing with a missing piece of culture, right? I mean, you should go into a greeting card store and say, oh, Jesus Christ, not another fucking greeting card with the sun and the moon together. I mean, Jesus, it's so obvious. Come on, that's so silly. Where is it? Where is the calendrical observation? Where's the druidical ceremony where you get up early on one morning and you stand atop a hilltop and you watch the sun rise and the moon set up opposite each other, right? No, you don't get that. Nobody says that. It's a completely missing piece of culture. We've actually got culture for the wrong thing that's going on. We've got culture that assigns the moon to the night. Well, the moon's not a nighttime object. It spends half the time that we see it in the goddamn day. That's not a nighttime object at all. Why is that associated with the night? And the two are not associated together. They're not supposed to be associated together. But that's exactly what's going on. So, I don't know. And now that I can see it, and here we are, the sun is rising, the moon is in the sky, they're together at the same point, at the same sky, same time, and I still don't buy it. I still don't buy it. No, smoke and mirrors, motherfucker. I should not buy this. The sun is the magic skylight, and when it's off, that's the goddamn light bulb that we get to see. No, I don't know what else. No, I'm not buying that they're the same damn size. And then that's meaningless. That's meaningless. That's presented by everybody as they roll their eyes and they say, well, that's a coincidence. It means nothing. Why are you even focusing? Why am I focusing on the two most significant celestial objects that you ever see Same size. Same size. Not real. See, I have to assume at a certain point that these are actually on huge track sky. I mean, this isn't even real at all. I didn't even know. I didn't.
It's very medieval of you.
What's that?
It's very medieval of you.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah. All of the drawings you ever see is like some stupid kid on a flat plane, right? And they show you, well, here's how to know where the sun and moon are going to be. It goes like this. It goes as if it's under a huge arch, yeah, it's really as if. Fucking looks exactly like that. And that's the sun and the moon.